Designers and managers of the barn must consider the air environment from the perspective of the cow. The location and orientation of the dairy barn on the property is an important consideration when you're relying on natural ventilation. Surrounding buildings, trees, silos, and the contour of the farm all influence the airflow patterns that pass across the structure. An important consideration is shelter belt in the proximity of the building. A shelter belt that's 10 metres high can still be influencing the airflow pattern 100 metres downwind, so it's an important consideration. Buildings that rely on natural ventilation, using ridge and side vents, are best placed across the prevailing wind to gain the maximum effect. There's been considerable research on the tunnel ventilation effect within a dairy barn. This is achieved by leaving both end walls open and allowing the air to flow from one end to the other. However, when one or both end walls are closed off, this will prevent the tunnel ventilation effect. Particularly when a southern wall is installed to protect against cold southerly winds, this can create a cushion of air that diverts incoming air out through the sides, which is undesirable as you produce areas that have no airflow in the building. If you have a solid end wall, you can install roller doors that can be opened when the southerly is not blowing and allow the airflow through the tunnel to occur when conditions are hot and potentially stressful for the animals. A continuous eave opening needs to be constructed along both sides of the building. Hot air and gas and moisture that builds up from the animals respiring and from other gases needs to be exhausted out of the building. The ratio of the ridge opening to the eave opening is an important design consideration. Often, the ridge opening is not created large enough to achieve good natural ventilation. Above the sidewall, you can install a windbreak curtain. The windbreak can protect the animals from extreme weather conditions, such as strong winds, cold, and even snow. The porosity of the material chosen affects how effective it is at reducing the wind speed. If you've chosen a very dense material, it may be necessary to drop that curtain during the summer so that it doesn't affect the wind flow when it's necessary for cooling effects. Fans mounted above the cows can be designed to improve airflow across the cows when the weather conditions outside cannot keep the cows in the square. They are easy to retrofit and allow you to actively manage the airflow. When cows find themselves outside of the square, welfare and productivity issues can quickly occur.